Good morning, friends. Welcome to my YouTube channel Alpha Plus Education. I have started SPSS series in order to sharpen your research and analysis skill. I am doing this in small steps so that you can understand it properly. So, watch all the videos on regular interval so that you can understand SPSS properly. As part 1, video 1 I have done is related to overview of SPSS, in which you will find overview of SPSS. Link you will find I button above if you have not seen the video. And video 2 related to defining a variable in SPSS. Its link you will find in I button above. So it is video 3 in this series. I am Sanjeev Kumar Jha, and in this series I will discuss with you descriptive statistic. It often has frequency, measure of central tendency, measure of dispersion. So this is video 3, descriptive statistic part 1. In part 1 I will discuss frequency distribution of the data. आओ सीखें how to calculate frequency distribution. So before starting, we should know what we are going to learn after this video. So learning objective of this video. Frequency is often ignorant in descriptive statistic, but it is very useful. So we should use it. So at the end of the video, you will be able to calculate frequency distribution of the data. Use frequency for data cleaning, correcting data. What is the meaning of data cleaning? In a survey, we collect data on manual forms, and after that manual form we enter through the computer. In that data entry, maybe some errors may be there for that. So how would we know that errors? So frequency distribution can help you to know the errors in data entry. So frequency is also helpful in data cleaning or correcting data entry errors and application of frequency distribution. So before starting towards SPSS, let us first understand what is frequency distribution. Frequency distribution is to know all distinct values of a variable in a data and number of time it appears in the data. Okay, for example, let this is a data 24532452. Okay, so 2 appears 3 times, 3 appears 1 time, 4 appears 2 times, 5 appears 2 times, and total 8. 3 plus 1 4 plus 2 6 plus 2 8. So data is 8 and that is called as n. N is 8 because it was small distribution, so we can say this by seeing only. But our research sample may be large in size, 100, 200, 1000, or in a research study it may be lakhs. So here we need a software to do these for us. So let us start with SPSS. So let me take you to the SPSS interface. Welcome to SPSS interface because it will be easy to understand from there only. So welcome to my SPSS interface. Here it is. I have already told you SPSS has two views. One is called as data view. Second is called as variable view. In data view, you can see data. In variable view, you can see name of the variable and its property. Okay. So see, variables are ID, gender, class, like math, like English, math score, English score. Okay. So I have given label. Label means uh, this will called variable used by SPSS ID, and when SPSS will give output to us, it will give in this form. So whatever label we will give, output will be having the same label. Gender, I have already added the values, 1 for boy, 2 for girl. Okay. Similarly for maths, like maths, 1 for yes, 2 for none. Like English, 1 for yes, 2 for no. Similarly, these are the measure of the variable, and what is measure of the variable and how do we select, I have given in the part 2 video, you can see there. So here my focus is on frequency only. So let us calculate frequency one by one. First, for gender. For calculating frequency, I need to go on analyze, descriptive, frequency. Now select gender of the student, take here and OK. So an output window will open. In output window, you will have frequency table. So first, this is called statistic, means total cases are 20 and missing is 0, means it is calculating for all 20 cases. So you see gender of the student, boy 7, girls 10, and something is given 11, 1, 22, 2. But the genders are boys and girls only. But frequency is telling 11 and 12. These two. It means this is the typing error. While entering data, instead of entering 1 or 2, someone has entered 11 and 22. So this is the error. So frequency distribution tells here, okay, this is wrong entry or typing error. So what can I do now? So let us see where this 11 and 22 is. Okay. In gender here is 11, 11 for ID 7, 22 for ID 16. So I will open the form manually. I will open form manually and open 7 number form and see which is the gender of form 7. Suppose I have opened the form 7 and the gender is 1. So I will enter 1. And I will again open form 16 and I will check what is the entry made in front of gender, and suppose it is made 2. So girl. Okay. Or here again 15. So I will check this ID of form 15 and suppose it is 2, means girls. So like this. So frequency distribution helped me to correct the gender entry. Okay. Now save the data. Once again calculate frequency of gender. Frequency report. Frequency gender. Okay. Now see. Boys 8, 40%, girls 12, 60%. So now this is total 100%. So 100% valid case. So this is the application of frequency distribution, that we can find data entry error. Okay. And this process is called as cleaning. What is the cleaning? I saw the garbage values in the gender 11 and 22. So I have manually opened that forms again and checked what entry they have made and corrected the data. So before doing your calculations, just check frequency distribution so that you can find some odd values, and that odd values you can verify from the manual form. Okay. Now it is correct with the genders. Now calculate frequency for class. Let us go on analyze descriptive statistic frequency. Class. Take class here. You can take any number of variable here at a time, and from here you can send variables here back, selecting one variable and so class of the students. Okay, 20 students, 6 class, 7 class, 8 class, 6 class, 6 students, 7 class, 8 student, 8 class, 6 student, total 20 students, means all student has filled from 6, 7, 8. Suppose 8 is not the sample. 8 class 8 students are not the part of sample, and some this value will come. So we will open the ID of these form and again check the form. But it's okay here. Next, analyze descriptive statistic frequency. Suppose I want to know how many students like maths, how many students like English. Maths and English. Selected both variable and took here. And let it be marked OK. OK. Now see again whether students like maths or not. Yes 13, no 5, and some entries there 3 for 2. And I know I have only entry for yes and no, means this is some garbage value. I need to check it out. Similarly for English 3 and 4, these two are garbage value. I need to check it out. So this process again is called as cleaning. I will see where this value lies, and I will check. I have to check that from the manually. Here it is. Maths, maths, maths. Here it's 3. So ID number 7 has 3. I will open the form of 7 and check whether he likes maths or not. If suppose he likes, so I will enter 1 yes, and form number 17 11 is there. I will say yes, and this is 3. I will say no. Okay, I have to check this from the form. And again in English, you see here 3. It is supposed to by verification. This is also 2 by manual verification. Okay, now save the data. Again calculate, analyze descriptive statistic, frequency. Take these two here. Okay, now see. Like maths or not? Yes, no. Yes number, no number. So this totals 14 students out of 20 likes maths. Total 6 student out of 20 doesn't like maths. Similarly for English, 7 student out of 20 like English. 13 student out of 20 doesn't like English. Okay, so in this way I have cleaned the data for whether they like maths or not. Now again see frequency distribution of math score. Analyze descriptive statistic frequency. Take these variables out back, and maths and English. Frequency distribution of maths and English. Okay, come on. So this is marks obtained in maths. 7 minimum marks obtained in math is 7. Maximum marks obtained in maths is 20. 7 marks is obtained by one student, 8 mark is by 1, 10 is by 1. So these are the mark distribution. 15 marks by 3, 15.50 by 2, 16 by 3, 16.50 by 1. Okay, so these two columns are important for us. These two columns, these two columns. So I hope you must have learned how to calculate frequency distribution. If you have any doubt, you can write in comment box. I will answer there. And how to save this output. So for saving this output, I need to click on export. Export. Here you select the point where you want to save the data. I am selecting. For example, I have to save it on desktop. File name is example. File name should be frequency. Save. Okay, now click on OK. So now data is saved in the selected format. Now you can, yes. Now if you want to save this output like this only, so you can also save this. Desktop example output 1. So this file will save as .spv. Output file is called .spv, and the exported file you can export in Excel, you can export in Word. Save. Okay, now this data is cleaned, so you can close this data. So it is all for the frequency. Thank you. If you like the video, click on the like button and subscribe the channel.